Also, some incredible pictures from the ground. You can see black smoke rising out of these huge flames. The entire mill completely engulfed. There are reports, we can tell you, one firefighter has been injured. We do not know how badly. We do not know how he was injured. Some area homes, they've lost their power. Again, 84 Fairmount Street. It's a 300,000 square foot, 4-story mill building. It was once slated for condos. Now it's really just a fireball, and really not an unusual sight to see when you see these mill fires going up in flames. These are old buildings. They have oil-soaked floors, and when that happens, that creates these big explosions, and that's what causes this fire to spread so quickly.
Also, lots of timber in these buildings as well, in between the brick. A lot of wood, so as you can see, it's just like a matchstick when it has the right accelerants added to the mix as well. And again, the good news here, no one inside the building.
Correct.
No business in the building, and the people across the street in their homes right there have been evacuated purely as a precautionary measure. But you can imagine the sight, the heat, the smell generated by this massive fire. Again, 7 alarms in Woonsocket.
Again, this building has sat vacant since the days of American Tourister that was in that building as well. And as with many mill buildings, and there are a ton of them there in that area, that property, there are reports that's been constantly vandalized. Again, at this point, we have no idea what set off this massive fire. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's a live shot right now from high up above. And look at the fire just consuming that building. And you could see this from miles and miles away. And again, it's not unusual when you see a mill go up in flames. It just catches so quickly.
And also you can see it is really basically just the timbers falling in upon one another, burning up, and now the building, a grand historic old building, is now just a shell of itself as walls have fallen in.
And of course, again, evacuations in that whole area. There is a parking lot that separates it from the homes, but of course those places are without power. Again, a firefighter hurt. We don't know how, but obviously you can see that they're out there. And the question is, when you go out there and you're hitting 7 alarms, do you put everything you have on this, or do you just let it burn itself out? And that, you don't want to put any firefighters' lives in danger as well. Again, you're looking at a mill fire in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. If you don't know where Woonsocket, Rhode Island is, it's right over the Massachusetts border. You go right through Attleboro, and it's right over there, right 295 right there. And you see the pictures right here from Skyfox really telling the story. Incredible pictures, too. As Skyfox was making its way out there, we had a chance to see the closed-circuit feed of the video, and they actually shot it from what they estimated to be about 20 miles away, and you could still see the flames going up to the sky. It was an incredible sight from such a far distance. When you see those fireballs happening, which is, you can sort of see it right there, that's definitely from the floors that are soaked with whatever it is that they've used for years and years and years in these mill buildings, and that's what causes all those explosions. So you're going to hear these loud noises in that area. You're going to see these flames just jump so ferociously and so viciously, and just consuming that building in a matter of minutes, just making its way right through. I would assume that fire departments are familiar with these types of buildings, though, and know that they are given to going on fire and catching fire and being able to battle them. As you said, do you just simply let it play itself out and be able to just... Skyfox right now to a picture that was sent to us from a viewer, and that's from Franklin. Yeah, they were talking about the great distance that you could see this fire. Smoke from the fire in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, seen as far away as Franklin. For reference, that's about 11 miles away from the fire that we just showed you. We always want your pics, of course, and your video. If you're in the area, send it to us, myfoxboston.com. You can upload via our news app for your smartphone as well. We are streaming this video live on myfoxboston.com right now. We have more on this developing story. 7 alarm fire, vacant mill building in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. We'll have more as it comes up. Yeah, stay with